Hi everyone and welcome to AI TV. Today I've got Saf Hussain from Smartsaas with me to talk a little bit about what they do and the impact of AI on their business. Hi Saf.
Hi Heidi, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Welcome. So tell me a little bit about Smartsaas. What is it? What do you do?
So I guess effectively we're trying to redefine how software kind of works. What we want to do is rethink and reapproach software development in the AI era. Our users get the ability to design the data sets from the backend. So effectively they build the software for themselves. And of course we need to address the Excel problem, which is still being used up till now, but we have the ability to analyze hundreds and thousands of pieces of information so rapidly, with LLM data in general, and we want to give that to users. So visualization of a more relevant way to see data, and then rapid analysis of data.
And so, who are your users? Who uses Smartsaas? What is it that they do? Is this vibe coding, or is it which is what all developers are like now? Oh, we better start vibe coding,
I wouldn't call it vibe coding in the sense that it's user friendly, but it is targeted towards both B2C and B2B users. You can effectively build an organization from it. So I guess one of the problems with AI is people are scared of what's happening to jobs. It is a real concern. Companies are starting to drop employees in favor of AI, but we need to sort of address that by giving people the tools to be able to build their own businesses, emphasize on creativity, and I guess build up economies by building SMEs and giving them everything that a large company would have access to.
That's amazing. And how did this company start? Like, what need did you see that you thought, oh, we should actually put the power into users' hands rather than, making it difficult?
Sure. So that's a very interesting question. I was working for a large payment card company. They did the terminals, and I was a solutions developer there, where I was asked to go to various clients to interface with them, and everyone seemed to be using Excel. So kind of snowballed.
To run their businesses, or to build their businesses.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at the kind of scale. Fair enough.
We work with startups, and I'm like, you're using what? Okay, that's fine. It's common sense. That's good. What's next?
Yeah. Well, I mean that's the issue, and the problem here is usually the friction between learning a new technology.
Okay.
So we wanted to create something that's a hybrid between ChatGPT, where you can come in and only see a text input, and something that you can actually do work on. And the middle ground is making the AI aware of the scope and the access that it has through the platform, and showing the user, guiding them through, rather than just doing everything in backend and they have no idea. Self-sufficiency, right?
Mm-hmm. So give me an example of how a user would use your product or your service. Like, what need would they have, and then how would Smartsaas solve that need for them?
So I guess in a nutshell, it's kind of the continuous data monitoring need that we're tackling. We really want to be the next cell of the future. So you design any kind of information that you want to capture. So let's say you're putting a barbecue together, you want to see who's bringing what food, so you can have an idea of what you need to make. You can do that. Or you can even get it to build out a CRM for you if you wanted to. Advanced use cases with AI sort of auditing the kind of information that you're capturing, because that's very important. You've got big companies like Coca-Cola who've been in existence for hundreds of years. They know exactly the kind of information that they need to make a new product. A new soft drinks company wouldn't necessarily have that, a lack of experience. So we want to give smaller businesses the ability to get all that metadata in, because data is like the most important thing right now, right?
That's amazing. And so your user base, are they startups? Are they end users? Are they SMEs? Or who would benefit most from having the solution?
So the idea is to build SMEs. So what we want to do is give end users all of the tools that they would need to build out a large company. So effectively you can start at ground zero, even start arranging barbecues, and then it suddenly turns into maybe a dance party, and you're doing DJing, and then you've got 15 people working for you. It will scale up with you.
Okay, so this is a good solution if your business is a side hustle and you're trying to make it serious, and you just don't know where to start or what tools to use. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. And was AI baked in from the start in terms of the solution, or did you see the trend of everyone thinking that AI is the silver bullet to everything or every business problem. So was it baked in from the start, or was it something that you introduced when you thought, okay, this would be a good add-on or a good addition to this product?
That's a very interesting question. Yes, the AI was baked in from the start. So I actually started building the product whilst doing my PhD, because apparently you can never have too much time. So yes, it's got AI at its foundational layer, in the sense that it tracks all user interaction, because data is king. My studies were in sort of reinforcement learning, and the idea is to distribute the learning process from the front end to the back end, to optimize the questions, the prompts being made to LLMs, because there's a concern for energy usage with LLMs, right? You you prompt a model about 5 times, you've used 5x energy. What if we're doing a bit of pre-processing in the front end with context modeling to refine that question for you before it even gets to the LLM, so you only need to ask once.
So to be much more efficient.
Much more efficient.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And what trends are you seeing in the market in terms of products like this? Do you think that this is going to be something that is going to be expected, that people just default to, oh, there's something that's already built that's using AI that will make it 100 times easier for me to build and scale this business? Mm-hmm. Is it an emerging trend that people are looking for solutions like this rather than relying on Excel, for example? Like it's just going to get obsolete very fast if there's something better out there.
Mm-hmm. So I think the sort of experiment lies in the interfacing with the AI aspect of it. People want convenience now, right? Mm-hmm. Because knowledge is easily accessible and freely traded. So what people want to probably see is something that can build out itself. We just want to ensure that there is a middle ground. The trends that we see, let's say with ChatGPT recently releasing the Atlas browser that can take a series of actions, we go a couple of levels deeper than that, where it can not only take a series of actions but redefine the way that you're capturing the information and use a wider sort of context modeling. It's not user specific, because an organization is an organization and knowledge needs to be shared throughout in a more controlled manner, I guess.
That's really interesting. What do you see the future for Smartsaas? Do you think it's going to be something that scales rapidly? Like where is the company going, and how do you think the changes in AI that are coming are going to help you build a better company in the future and serve your customers better?
That's an interesting question. Honestly, our sort of approach was to build the best tool set that we could provide and let users come up with the creative uses. One thing that AI is still lacking is that creativity aspect of humanity, and that's what we want to see. That's what we want to encourage. We'll give you all the tools for everything else. Just put your best foot forward in terms of what you do, and we'll make you successful. That's all.
That's amazing. Does Smartsaas is it all proprietary AI tech, or are you leveraging other models, other companies, other plugins?
It is all proprietary tech.
All proprietary, built from scratch.
The model is a fine-tuned model. We use various models, and then we've built a very large sort of agentic layer on top and a RAG layer.
Your own agentic layer.
It's our own.
Okay.
So it's pretty much all proprietary. Everyone asks that question, why? Isn't it easier to just use a ChatGPT key or OpenAI key? What happens when they raise their prices for tokens?
Correct.
All the businesses go boom. We don't want to fall for that trap.
Okay.
And plus, it's good. It's good to learn this stuff.
Yeah, and future-proofing it so that you're not beholden to them in the future.
Of course.
Yeah. Do you see them as competitors then, or do you see, as a potential partnership, or can you learn from them? Are you likely to be disrupted by them?
We're not threatened by the LLM providers because I guess humanity is a collaborative effort. What we do know is that there is a huge load on energy services due to these. What we want to do is distribute that throughout a more intelligent method. Do a little processing on device. Our devices today are more than capable of number crunching before and reducing that sort of energy.
So how have you built that into the product though? So how are you actually going to achieve that?
We have a working demo. So yeah, I mean,
Very cagey answer.
there's machine learning libraries out there.
Okay.
You know, I can't give you everything.
Yeah, fair enough.
But there are machine learning libraries out there that you can deploy on device.
Okay.
You know, most of the
Okay.
devices have neural processors now.
Okay.
So definitely we've done it.
Okay, that's amazing. I want to know more. Okay, brilliant. And so what is next for Smartsaas? Like, where do you see this company going? Any impact in the market from where AI is going? Because things move fast in AI. Like even if you just look at the versions of ChatGPT and like, you know, every time it upgrades, it's like amazing. Like it's like 100 times better, not just like incrementally better.
Yeah.
So do you like how do you see Smartsaas keeping up with that and making sure that you can, you know, like the pace of change in AI is just so fast.
Yes.
Like I don't think we've ever seen anything like it, you know. So,
Yeah. I mean,
so
that's
how do you plan to keep up with that and make sure that you stay relevant and stay, you know, like such a fast-paced industry, like now, and you're doing proprietary stuff, you've got to keep up with that.
I mean, that's why we don't challenge the LLMs, right? We don't have billions in funding to do that.
Sure.
One thing, the greatest thing about AI is it sort of contributes towards itself, right? You've got something that can help you build it out further, which is amazing. But there are aspects of it that need fleshing out, such as, you know, front-end device management, and more, I guess, maintainable energy usage. Right? These are huge impacts across global impacts. So as long as we do our job and stay focused on our kind of mission here, we're not threatened. We want to work with, you know, whoever we can work with, all the LLM providers really, and allow users to choose which ones they want to use.
Okay, that's amazing. Anything else you'd like to tell us about the solution or where you're going with AI, or even just some thoughts on the industry in general, even outside of Smartsaas?
At this moment, I'm afraid. I'd encourage anyone who'd like to come and check us out at our booth if you're here. If not, visit our website. But yeah, we want to try and make as many connections there. That's why we're here.
Okay, that's amazing.
And this is an awesome show. We're really enjoying ourselves.
Awesome. Saf, thanks so much for joining us on AI TV. We wish you well, and we're looking forward to seeing what you bring out next.
Awesome. Thank you, Heidi. And thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome.